Okay, what you're seeing here is the dashboard of the common IP PBX system. So if you really look at it now, here it says that how many SIP peers have been activated. So it is 200 over here. And here it says how many hold on music has been created. This shows it is 2. Meet me rooms is nothing but a conference room. How many conference room has been created? It is one number has been created. And this about, I mean, how many queues has been created. This is basically of a inbound call center. So one inbound call center has been created. This gives about indication about what is a Linux version of the system, and here it talks about what is the the processor speed and processor data, and this is about RAM data, and this gives about the hard disk data. And this gives about the current CPU load average. I mean, it's absolutely fine. It's basically it is using only 0.8% of the total CPU capacity, so much lower than to really call it as a concern. And these are the current concurrent calls being shown over here. Okay. Now, if you really look at it, this is a registration screen. Okay. So this is where you enter your data to get registered, and then you have to register. You have to agree for the conditions, and you can see the terms and conditions of EULA of the system being mentioned over there. Okay, and this is where you actually whenever you have the license. Currently it's a 500 line system. Of course, we are converted into a 600 line system now. So whichever extension series you want to activate, you get your license from the dealer and activate it over here. And this gives you an idea about when the license got activated. And after the warranty period is over, you may have to get a support pack, and with that you can extend the support pack, and this is where you activate it. And this is about creating users, who and all can access which area. So here the name, email, mobile number. By if it is admin, by default, you get to access all the menus. If it is user, then you will be able to select menu which he can access. So these are the set of menus which are put over here. So if you want someone to listen to only voice logger, you just save it, and then you'll be able to only listen to songs. Or you'll be able to listen to only you can listen to the messages, or rather the recordings of the messages. He can listen. Or if you want him to just analyze only the CDR, then you'll be able to do it. Or if it is admin, everybody can access that. Okay, so that's about user creation, and the created users are mentioned over here. And then here you have database backup. See, typically, we always suggest, a database backup being done quite regularly if it is a call center. If it is not a call center, and if you've allowed internet access to reach our server, then the backup is automatically done. We have our server, every time we make changes, there is a backup being created in our server, and you'll be able to restore it at any point of time. Okay. So if it is not, then we advise you to create a FTP backup. So, what happens is the moment you put FTP creation is a very, very simple process. You can actually create it on the cloud, and it's a very, very database is a very, very minimal file transaction. So it hardly matters. So you can create an FTP on the cloud. There are cloud servers available. Or if you have, if you have a NAS or any other device, you can create an exclusive non-secure FTP account on port number 21. Okay, so but with that, you'll be able to just create it, just put your FTP host details and things like that, and put yes, it automatically gets created over here. And then this is network. Okay, now this actually there are the three LAN cards. Okay, so in this system. So one is for SIP data. I mean, they've actually connected the IP address and things like that. Here, you'll be able to edit it by changing that over here. And then the routing, you'll be able to select whichever is the IP address, and then you'll be able to change it.